Yo, yo. What is up, everybody? Your friendly neighborhood physical therapist having technical issues. I am going live on Instagram as well as all these different platforms. Annette, can you help me go live with this? Give me a second, everybody. Um, Yeah, I'm trying to go live on Insta, but it's not going live. And when I do that, you go public. It doesn't work next. And it brings me to that screen. Yeah. Well, I guess I'm not going live on Instagram. So, all right. What is up? It is, what day is it today? Wednesday? It is Wednesday. And I am talking about a tricky back pain case that I had. Okay. So if you are new to following me, I'm a physical therapist from the Tampa Bay area. I got a clinic where, like most people, have failed everything type stories they tell me. I figured out how to get pretty exceptional results in that patient population. The kicker is I developed protocols and I have 1,000 pages of maps of the body over there that I map the body, and people are cutting and pasting what I do in here all around the world and have so for about a decade. And they're duplicating my methods. So my papers that I wrote in 2020 to 2023 have become statistically historic papers in the field of orthopedics. And not just the field of orthopedics, in medicine in general. So if you go to my social media and if you go to my social media and you go to that, I pinned it at the top and it says historic papers from Welton Methods. I pinned it at the top. And if you plug that into ChatGPT or AI, it says these are historic papers by the numbers. And the average medical paper gets 800 to 1,000 reads a year, 3 to 5 years after publication. Your sacral paper has 13,000, like 500. Your SI paper has close to 12,000. That is off the charts. And the reason why that's off the charts is because people are using the protocols that I use in here, and they're getting, from what they tell me, constantly they're getting exceptional results. So I published those papers to help get those protocols out to people, because it is important for me. It's important to me that people with these crazy chronic pain issues don't have to suffer for the rest of their life with these things. I just had a patient 2 days ago that told me that she was done here on this planet. She did not want to live with this chronic pain anymore, and nobody knows what's wrong with her. And they do all kinds of procedures on her, and she is just tapped out. I opened up her SI joints, I rotated her sacrum back, and guess what? She didn't have any pain. So what I see in this clinic, where I call it the I've failed everything clinic, what I see in here all day long is mechanical issues, because they don't show up on X-rays and MRIs, which is our job as biomechanical experts. Everybody wants to call themselves a biomechanical expert, but are you? Like, what I see in here is a tragedy. They've all been to physical therapists, like they don't know what's wrong with me type stories. I've been to 3 physical therapists and they hurt me and this, that, the other thing. One laughed at me. I posted recently. Lady said that a physical therapist laughed at her. And because she had groin pain. Well, her groin pain was coming from her SI joint, because that is a common preferred pain pattern of SI joint dysfunction. Okay. This is not rocket science. This is documented in medicine that the SI joint refers to the groin. And yet my patients are being laughed at by physical therapists when they tell them they have groin pain. And they say that's not possible. Well, why isn't it possible? It's documented. Like it's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. So my mission is to help relieve as much suffering as I can while I'm on this planet. Okay, so anyways, major announcement. If you want to, the link should be right there. But if you want to join my free VIP school group, I am teaching more content in there, and also about these breaking news. Drum roll. I have these hugely, wildly popular clinical methods that people know me as this clinical guy, right? This guy that wrote these historic papers, and but what they don't know about me is that I have been quietly helping for the last several years, quietly helping physical therapists, chiropractors open and run a cash-based clinic based on the opposite of what our current model is, which our current model is everybody gets paid by the insurance company the same. It's communism, and that no matter if you invest all kinds of money in your education, that you get paid the same as the person that just gets their CEUs every 2 years type thing, right? I think that is communist. I don't believe in communism. So therefore, I believe that if you invest all this time and effort into your education, that you should get paid more. And that doesn't happen in the insurance-based system. So I jumped ship years ago, and I said, no more of this crap. And I have a cash-based clinic. I have been teaching physical therapists and chiropractors how to open and run an extraordinarily successful cash-based clinic model that I developed based off of chronic pain patients. So these people, like when people say, I don't have competition, oh, I'm so good, I don't have competition. No, I actually refer out before, like every day, I refer people to other physical therapists for simple cases. What I take on in here are very complex cases. I take on cases where the medical system doesn't know what to say to the person, or they have the story, I call it, physical therapist, chiropractic, injection, surgery, orthopedic surgeon, neurosurgeon, x-ray, MRI, massage, acupuncture, repeat, repeat, repeat. I have heard that story at least 3 or 4 times this week. One guy came in and even said to me, yeah, man, I've tried everything. Yeah, I have the story, as you call it. Like he follows me, I guess, and knows that I call it the story. So I created this highly successful cash-based business model based on results. So I teach you the clinical part, which I teach you how to get, what the copy and paste, what I do in here to get exceptional results. And then I also teach you the business part, how to open and run a cash-based clinic and how I treat these patients, okay? And I charge $400 for 30 minutes to see me. And I have people now that are charging the same or similar amounts and getting it. Why? Because from a human perspective, it is an absolute never-ending train of tragedy that I see in here. It just never ends. It never ends. And these chronic pain patients, it's the greatest tragedy I have ever seen of people that have failed all these crazy things and had something simple wrong with them. They just needed somebody that knew what they were doing to look at it, right? From a business perspective, to all you business people that are fighting over, this, oh, I need to get more patients, or this place down the road has more, is getting more patients. I don't worry about, I literally don't have competition. I actually refer out to other physical therapists. And the reason why I don't have a competition is because my patients have been everywhere. They know that there's nowhere else to go. Like this guy is known because I make it known through my marketing that I usually can help, despite what you've tried type thing. So I created this hybrid business model that I talk in my VIP circle. Click the link below. I talk in my VIP group. And I talk about this extraordinarily successful business model where, like, already this week, I charge $4,000 for 10 sessions, 30-minute sessions. I get exceptional results with these people. And already this week, as of yesterday, I had 2 people sign up, So, and it's just the same every month. Every month, the same amount of people sign up. And if I can't, the person can't afford me, I try to get them to one of my students, to help them, type thing. So, because it's important to me that these people get better. So, if you want to open a cash-based clinic that's totally different than everybody else and not have competition, everybody's all worried about the competition. I don't have competition. This never stops. This door never stops opening of these chronic pain patients. It is, from a business perspective, it is a completely untapped market. From a human perspective, it is a walking tragedy or hobbling tragedy that I see in here. And I'm grateful to be able to help these people. But if you want me to teach you how to do this, you can join my free school group where I talk about that now. And you can join right now at the link below, or go to my website, weltonmethods.com, go to courses and become a VIP member, fill out a little form, and then boom, you're in. Okay? All right. And enrollment is open now. And since I'm only taking 15 people and then I'm closing it. Okay. So if you want to reserve your spot, you can. Now, tricky back pain case that I saw. I say it's tricky, but I treat this all day long. I should have known what was wrong with this person. So this patient I've been treating for probably 4 visits. She had SI joints, so she had an upslip, out flare. If you read my paper on my website, weltonmethods.com, it made medical history. It is statistically in readership. It's called root cause of SI joint dysfunction. I propose in there that it's caused by an upslip and or out flare of the pelvis, up out. Okay. I pull on the person's leg. I lay them on their side. I gap them open. Okay. And that relieves their SI joint pain if I get it open. Okay. Now, what I found is that these people all have, almost all in my clinic, have sacral torsions. Okay. So their sacrum literally torsions like that. Okay. Which can cause buttock pain and can cause pain at the base of their spine called the sacral shear that hurts when they sit on certain surfaces, roll over in bed for their SI joint. Hurts to extend back, bend forward. It's brutal pain. It's excruciating pain. It's terrible. So in this person's case, what I did was I realigned her SI joints. I'll show you in a second. I realigned her SI joints. She had an upslip and an outflare, okay? And an outflare on the other side. I pulled it back down. I laid her on her side. I gapped open the outflare, medial. Boom, her pain was gone here, but she still had this pain at the base of the spine. And I'm sitting there pushing on her, pushing here, while she's in standing, hugging her hips, extend back. No, still hurts right here. And I'm like, what on earth? And I was like, oh, I know what I missed. I missed the sacral shear. So what a sacral shear is twisted like this, okay, can cause a shearing pain at the base of your spine that does not show up on x-rays and MRIs, which is why I see a never-ending train of these people coming in with excruciating bone-on-bone pain, okay? Now, Annette, can you come here for a second, please? All right, go ahead and land here. Actually, stand right here for me, please. So hopefully everybody can see me. So I calculate the PSIs, which are the knobs. Okay, extend back for me, please. So when, in this person's case, they originally had an upslip, so my left thumb translated superiorly. Okay, so lay on your back for me, please. So what I say is, I'm going to pull on your leg. It doesn't hurt. A little bit of a tug. Is that okay if I do that? And they say yes. And I say, have you ever had a hip surgery? You never want to pull on a total hip replacement. You pull on a total hip replacement, that person's going to the emergency room. Okay? So I pull on the leg. You want them to slide like that. Okay? Lay on your side, face that way. Just a mope. You don't have to do a manipulation or anything like that. And so then I lay them on the side. if I got the upslip, okay, which I'll check again. But while I have them here, I just open up the outflare of the pelvis like this. So I'm pressing medial on the ASIS right here, like that. I'm pressing up, up there, and pressing that way, and gapping it open in the back, because I find most of these people have outflares, especially in the chronic pain world. Face the other way for me, please. I do the other side. Gap it open. I usually do it for like, I don't know, 20, 30 seconds. Okay. Use the heel of my hand. Use a hydrock pad here because I don't want to, it's very tender there. And then I said, go ahead and stand up for me, please. And in this person's case, I said, go ahead and arch back for me. And in this person's case, that when she arched back, she didn't have any pain on the sides anymore or in her leg or anything like that, but she kept having this pain right here. So I thought it was SI because you can feel your SI anywhere. I had a patient come in the other day that only had pain right here and did not have pain here, just here. But then I gapped it. Actually, she flew from Africa, Senegal, Africa. The Moroccan people that son took her to couldn't figure it out, came to me, and I went like this, gapped open on her ASIS medial, and her pain in the center of her back went away. So I was thinking it was like that, but I was wrong because I couldn't get her pain to go away to confirm. But I know she has a sacral torsion because I originally evaluated that. So her tailbone's twisted like this. So what I did was, go ahead and lay on your belly for me, please. Now, when you're going to do the prone press up test for sacral issues, I put my thumbs on the ILAs. Okay, so the ILAs are right here, down here. Okay, ILAs here, here. Now, if they need to relax their butt. If they don't relax their butt, then the person, then it'll throw off your test. So I put my thumbs on the ILAs. I say, press up like a cobra, relax your butt. And the left thumb also always dips, I find. If you're going to tell me the right thumb dips, then send me the video. I want to see it. Okay. The way you can check yourself is lay on your back for me, please. So what you can do is a 90-90 piriformis test. Hold right here, don't pull up. And you can't break that. And then I go to this side, and I can break it easily. Hold, and I go like that. And that means that it was torsion that way with the left thumb dipping anteriorly, okay? So I said, stand up for me, please. Okay, and so I diagnosed that she had a torsion causing the sacral shearing at the base of her spine, arch back, it's still, it hurt. And then I say, lay on your belly for me, please. And I just do a rotation of it. Now, in the manual therapy courses, they tell you got to know all this stuff. At the base, where the base of the sacrum goes, all the different axes. I wrote a paper on it, root cause of sacral torsion and shear. And that paper made medical history, statistically in readership, and I streamlined that evaluation process. All you have to know, I said, is where the ILAs are to find out where the torsion is. And then I push like this, down like that. I hold it for like 20 seconds or so, okay? And then I have the patient stand up and arch back for me. And when she stood up, the pain at the base of the spine was gone. So that was a sacral shear pain that I kept thinking it was SI joint, but you could just play with it. You could just move the pelvis around and play with it. It's not some big mystery. You know what I'm saying? Thanks, Sonny. So that is what was wrong in that tricky case, is that it was shearing at the base of the spine right here. Okay. And when that happens, it causes massive, massive pain. Okay. Anyways, that is that. So go join my free VIP school group. The link should be below, or go to Welton Methods. in courses, become a VIP member in the dropdown, and join my free school group where I'm teaching more clinical insights, and I'm also have this extraordinarily successful cash-based business that is based on results, which is how it should be. No one talks about results in this industry. Everybody talks about you need to learn how to sell. I don't sell anything. I get the person out of pain, and then the person trusts that I know what I'm doing, and I explain it to them how I did that, and every month, X amount of people sign up, and X amount of people I get to somebody else, like it's a numbers game. I've been doing it for like 10 years. So anyways, that's that. Peace. Love you all.